Sardines are an excellent source of omega-3s, and including even 1 to 2 cans per week is enough to see the benefits. But for some people, even the thought of eating sardines is not appetizing. In today's video, I wanted to share with you 5 sardine recipes that are absolutely delicious and will hopefully help you incorporate more sardines into your diet. I'm Jenny. I've been on Carnivore for over 2 years, and in September of 2024, I began incorporating sardines into my version of Carnivore. I did not like sardines originally. I wasn't revolted by them, but I wasn't like, let's have some sardines. Until I found a brand that I really liked called Baltic Gold. They were smoked sardines and they were just so delicious. So after I discovered a brand that I liked, I was like, you know what? I think I could actually give sardine fasting a try. So I did. I was aiming for a 3-day sardine fast and I ended up going 7 because it was so easy. I found a bunch of sardines that I really liked over at World Market, but they're kind of pricey. So I would only include maybe 1 can of those per day. I found some much cheaper sardines that I really enjoyed over at Costco. So those are the bulk of what I'm typically eating. For my latest 14-day sardine fast that I attempted, I was able to do it. I wanted to try out some different sardine recipes. Some of them are from you and some of them are ones that I came up with. I'm going to take you through these recipes really quickly in this video, but written instructions are in the description. And if you'd like a printable PDF of these 5 recipes, you can head over to Patreon and pick it up over there. I'll put a link to that in the description as well. We're going to start with a very simple recipe. First off, it's just fried sardines. Add a tablespoon of salted butter and 1 can of drained sardines to a medium-sized frying pan, and then season them with garlic powder, white pepper, and salt. And cook until they are crispy and brown. I just eat these plain. They're absolutely delicious. Let's kick it up a notch with sardines and eggs. Take 1 tablespoon of butter and 2 cans of drained sardines and fry them up a little bit. Then break them up into little pieces and pour 4 eggs that have been whisked in a small bowl. Then season the mixture with garlic powder, salt, and white pepper, and a little bit of smoked paprika, and scramble the eggs until they are cooked to your liking. These are delicious on their own, but they can be spiced up a little bit with some hot sauce. The next recipe is a Sardine Egg Salad. Add 1 can of whole sardines and the oil that they are in. Do not drain them. Next, add 2 chopped eggs, 1/4 cup of white onion, 1 to 2 garlic cloves pressed, and 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, and then mix that all together. I season mine with white pepper and salt, and then I eat this right out of the bowl. This would also be really good with some carnivore bread or even some lettuce wraps if you're doing keto. Before we move on to the next recipe, I wanted to take a moment to thank Element Electrolytes for sponsoring today's video. Whenever I do sardine fasting, I make sure I'm drinking lots of water and I focus on my electrolytes. I like to do the raw, unflavored electrolytes. These are 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. I put this into 16 to 24 ounces of water, usually first thing in the morning, and just drink those so that I'm super hydrated throughout my sardine fast. Right now we are traveling, so actually this has been really convenient to have these packets with us because they travel really easily. But when I'm at home, I filter all of my water through a Berkey water filter that has fluoride filters on it. It also gets all the chloride, microplastics, any kind of pollution that's going to be in the tap water, but then you're left with uber clean water and you need to reintroduce minerals into it. So these are a great way to do that. Right now, Element is offering my viewers a free sample pack with any order. So you can head to the link in the description. It's drinkelement.com/JennyMiddich. That's DRINKLMNT.com/JennyMiddich and get your free sample pack with any order today. For me personally, I am using their raw unflavored and I absolutely love their sparkling waters. Both of those are free of maltodextrin and they are excellent options on the carnivore diet. The next sardine recipe is air fried canned sardines, and holy smokes, this recipe turned out really good. First, let's prep our ingredients. Crack and whisk 1 egg on a small plate. Next, pour 1/2 cup of pecorino romano on a plate and then season it with 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of white pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, and mix thoroughly. Next, drain 2 cans of whole sardines and grab yourself an extra plate. Now you're going to dip each sardine into the egg and then roll it in the cheese mixture and place it on the empty plate. Repeat this process for all of your sardines. Then add all the sardines to your air fryer and air fry at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 12 minutes. Be sure to flip them at least once. Remove them from the air fryer and allow them to cool for a few minutes before enjoying them just plain or with a side of Dijon mustard. I love this recipe. They kind of turn out like big steak fries almost, but they're sardines. Oh, so good. I love them with a horseradish Dijon mustard. I'll put a link to that one in the description. It's so, so tasty. My final sardine recipe is sardine fish cakes. These are kind of similar to a crab cake, but with sardines. Take 1 can of drained whole sardines and put them into a small bowl, and then flake them before adding in 1/4 cup of avocado mayonnaise, 1/4 cup of ground pork rinds, 2 teaspoons of Cajun seasoning, and 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, along with a single egg. Mix all of that together and then add 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan and mix some more. Then you're gonna form this sardine mix into 6 equal-sized balls. If the mix is still a little bit too wet, you can add more of the Parmesan cheese to kind of, soak up that liquid a little bit, or you can add more ground pork rind. Your preference. Then place all 6 cakes into your air fryer and fry them at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 12 minutes. You'll know they are done when they are golden brown and crispy on the outside. These sardine fish cakes can be enjoyed on their own or with a side of remoulade or Dijon mustard. I'm using my Tasty air fryer for these recipes. We actually brought our Tasty down to Florida with us. We love this thing. That's how much we love it. You can get $30 off your own Tasty by using the code Jenny30 at checkout. I'll put that link in the description as well, so you can take advantage of it. Now, like I mentioned, all of these recipes are listed out in the description below, but if you want a printout, a PDF of these 5 recipes, you can head over to Patreon and pick it up over there. I will put that link in the description as well. My remoulade sauce and my Cajun spice recipes are actually part of my new book. It's called Complete Carnivore. It's a complete in-depth guide to the carnivore diet along with 80 recipes. Pre-orders are now available. There are several options for pre-order listed in the description below, but if you end up going through Amazon, you don't have to pay until release date, and you're guaranteed the cheapest price that the book is ever available in the pre-order period. What this means is that you can take advantage of any of the flash sales that pop up. So let's just say there's a flash sale for 2 days that discounts the book down to $20, but then it goes back up. You don't have to pay attention to that stuff. You are just gonna get the lowest price it ever was during that pre-order period, and then you're charged on the day, and typically you get it the day it's released. So that's awesome. Links are in the description. On the screen, I'm going to put a link to my sardine fasting playlist so you can get more information on sardine fasting if this is something that you would like to try. Let me know your favorite sardine recipes in the comment section below. And who knows, if I decide to do another sardine recipe video, maybe I'll feature your recipe in that. I'll be sure to credit you with that recipe as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.